Hello, today I'm going to do a quick video on how to transplant plugs. Today I'm transplanting Rudbeckia. This is Goldsturm, and this is a 128 count plug, and the tray's over there. When you lay them out, today's a cloudy day so it's okay, but you don't want to lay out too many at a time, especially on a hot day. You can get called away from work, and then these little guys are going to dry out. They can get heat stress, or worst case scenario, they dry out on you and die. So you want to lay out as much as you think you can get done, or that you can come back to if you do get called away. So today I might as well tell you what I'm doing. I'm putting these in 4.5-inch pots, and I'll be wintering these over, and then in the spring I'll be putting them in a 2-gallon pot. I find when you winter them over, this 128 plug will give you a lot more breaks than as opposed to if you would plant the same plug in the spring. You're going to get a lot better results, more breaks, more flower buds per one plug wintered over versus a plug planted in the spring. You do take risk wintering it over that you will lose some. Almost guaranteed you're going to get every plant in the spring to produce a finished crop, but when you do winter them over you do get loss, which is another reason why I'm doing it in a 4.5-inch pot versus trying to finish them overwintered in a 2-gallon pot. Because if you do get loss, it's a lot easier to throw out a 4.5-inch pot than it is a 2-gallon pot. Because if you get loss from pathogen, disease, rot, you don't want to reuse any of those. You don't want to reuse the soil, you don't want to reuse the pot. It's just bad news. So you get rid of both. So I don't mind throwing out the soil, is what I'm trying to tell you, from a 4.5-inch pot or the 4-inch pot versus a 2-gallon soil and pot. So to get them out of the tray, it's fairly simple. These are mature, so they have a very well root system, so you can just pull them out like so. When you pull them out, you kind of want to work out the edge and move inward. If you have littler ones, or if the roots are not as established, just pinching them quickly on all 4 corners like so really makes a difference in loosening up the roots. And then they come out with ease. Another way to do it is using a Phillips screwdriver, and you poke them through the drain hole. And then there you go. That's fairly easy as well. There's many ways you can lay them out. If I'm working with 288 trays, which is a smaller plug, I like to put cardboard down, pop them all out, and then move the cardboard down as I'm going. With 128, and when I'm doing a 4-inch sheet like so, I lay them out pot to pot, and I leave one row open so I have room to work. It's personal preference. If you like it this way, you pick it up, then make a hole. This way I like a clean pot. You could use a dibble or a finger. You make a hole. You place your plug in. I like to go down just a little bit deeper than the roots, top of the roots, and then you pinch. You don't want to go too deep. You don't want to go past the stem. You don't want to, like a 1/16 of an inch past the root system. Let me see if I can get close to show you. See the tops of the roots? You don't want it sticking out like that either. This is too loose. And you don't want the roots to be in the sun. So you go down just a little bit and pinch. And then in the same respect, you don't want to go down that deep. That's ridiculous. That's going to rot out. I know this is simple, straightforward stuff, but sometimes these are the most important things to make somebody happy, to get the results that they're looking for. Someone might not know how deep to plant it, and hopefully this will help out. So you just continue to go on, and you'll get repetition, you'll build up speed in no time. Alright, hopefully this will just give you an idea how to transplant plugs. And if you have any questions about wintering over Rudbeckia, I can make a video about that. I could show you the progression that's happening. Also, when you're planting, real quick, when you're doing these plugs, let me look for one. If you got a little guy like this, don't plant them by itself. I know you want to try to maybe get as many pots as you can, but double it up. You're always better off with one strong plant than 2 weak plants, or one strong plant than a weak plant. Put them together so you get a one massive plant. Don't be afraid to lose out. Another thing, if you do drop them on the floor, no matter how sanitary, you try to keep your floor. You are walking outside with your boots. If you drop the plug, disregard it. You really got to watch out if you're a commercial grower or if you're growing for profit with disease and pathogens. Okay, hope this helps. Bye.